Let's go out to your calls now. We've got Patriot Independent in Virginia who called in first. Go ahead, Patriot Independent. You're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Harrison? How you doing, man?
Doing good.
Well, I got 4 things I want to cover here. First thing is a product plug. I want to say absolutely love the CMOS capsules. They're game-changing. Energy levels, peaking my energy levels. Blood sugar is lower. I'd like to see, and a few others probably like to see Survival Shield X2 come to the Alex Jones store. And one product that I haven't seen in a while that I used to get from my daughter back years ago was Honor Roll. I don't know if you remember that product.
Yeah, that was a good one. We're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get Rex in here to tell you what you can take. Other than those products, I know the Irish sea moss is a really good source of iodine. It's not pure iodine, but it naturally occurs there. As you may know, there's a deep earth source of iodine. You can also get iodine from sea moss, believe it or not. So I know, I believe, maybe I shouldn't make, Rex is the expert here, but I believe I remember him saying that it's a very good source of iodine there. But you like the sea moss capsules, not the gummies. I like the gummies. I take the sea moss gummies.
Yeah, I've got the gummies, but my daughter takes those, so
okay.
I usually try to take those every now and then. But yeah, the next thing is here in Virginia, where I'm at. After January 17th, we are going to be in a fight of our lives, pretty much, with the Democrats in Virginia. They've already got multiple bills lined up. So after January 17th. They're going to sign in a lot of anti-gun legislation. It's the gun legislation that is getting ready to be signed in Virginia. It's going to make California look conservative. I'll put it to you that way. And
that's already happened a few times. I mean, Richmond was the site of the big protest against gun laws there in Virginia. Must have been 2021. When was it? I guess it was right before January, maybe 2020. Because we were there on the ground with 10,000 gun-toting Americans surrounding the state house there in Richmond, demanding that they don't pass the gun laws, and then they passed them anyway. So I guess we're expecting more of that in the next session.
It's supposed to get really, really bad, and then they're going to do the Sharia law throughout the whole state, make Sharia law pretty much legal throughout the whole state of Virginia. And a lot of this ties back to this declassified document that I got from a, good friend of mine, is the Muslim Brotherhood and their plan for America. And I'm going to go over that and then the fight in Virginia. I'm going to cover all that in detail on my YouTube channel if I can. Could I shout it out?
Shout it out.
If anybody wants Patriot Independence on YouTube, that's at Patriot Independence 1776. And one more thing, I got an idea for Alex's final show.
Okay.
All right. So I've been a long-time listener since about mid-2011, from back when he was in his original studio with the on-air sign and the little TV beside it. He had one little TV behind him, and the OG studio.
Yep.
That's where it all started. And that's where a lot of the OGs remember. So I think it would be fitting to send out the final show in the OG studio.
That's not a bad idea. We converted that studio into our podcast studio, so it's still wired. We could go out of there. I'll tell you, I've talked to Alex before, and I'll say he pines for those days because he's like, man, in that little room you can just focus in and drill down. But it's almost like he felt like he had to go to the bigger studios. He's like, what I'm doing is too big, it's too spectacular, and even though it is against his inclinations, he built the big studios to be like, we got to show people that we're the real deal. And so it was almost against his own inclination to ever leave that little studio. But it's still back there. It's right behind me, about 50 yards back. That's not a bad idea. Thank you so much for the call. Patriot Independent on YouTube at Patriot Independence 1776. I'll check out your channel. Thank you for that. And I'm not looking forward to what becomes of Virginia with these new murderous, hateful scumbags in charge. Let's go to another call here.